You ever walked into a car dealership and felt like you were winning the negotiation? Like, man, I'm getting a deal right now? Yeah, hate to break it to you, but chances are you got played. And it's not your fault. These guys have been doing this forever. It's a whole system built on psychology, pressure, and hidden tricks you're not supposed to notice until it's way too late. See, dealerships don't make money the way most folks think. It's not just about selling you the car, it's about how they sell it to you. From the second you step foot on that lot, every conversation, every smile, every "let me talk to my manager" line, it's all part of the game. And the worst part? Most people walk away thinking they won. But today, we're flipping the script. I'm going to lay out the stuff no dealership wants you to know. The little games, the slick tactics, and the straight-up nonsense they pull, even on folks who think they know what they're doing. So buckle up, because once you hear this, you'll never walk into a dealership the same way again. All right, let's start with the sticker, the big number on the window, MSRP. That stands for Manufacturer's Suggested Retail Price, suggested being the key word here, because what dealers do with that number, that's where the magic, or the manipulation, begins. See, the MSRP is like a starting line, but not for you, for them. They use it to anchor your expectations, then slowly stack on all these extras, like it's no big deal. I'm talking about paint protection for a car that's already clear-coated from the factory, nitrogen in the tires, like you're about to race in Formula One, floor mats that should have come with the car, and the classic market adjustment fee, which is just a fancy way of saying, we want more money because this car's hot right now. And here's the kicker, all those little add-ons, they're pure profit. It's not about the car anymore, it's about how much fluff they can slide into the deal while keeping your attention locked on that monthly payment. It's a shell game, and most people don't even realize they're playing. But hey, that's just the beginning. Because the next move, that's where they really start to mess with your money. So picture this, you're barely 5 minutes into the dealership, and the salesperson hits you with that friendly little question. What kind of monthly payment are you looking for? Sounds helpful, right? Like they're trying to work with your budget. But nah, that question is a trap. See, the second you give them a number, say, I don't want to go over $500 a month, they stop negotiating the price of the car and start negotiating how to stretch the loan. What they'll do is sneak in a longer loan term, bump your interest rate a bit, maybe even toss in a few extras, and boom, your monthly payment stays close to what you asked. But now you're paying thousands more over the life of the loan. I've seen people walk out feeling like they won because their payment is where they wanted it, not realizing they just signed up for 84 months of interest-heavy payments on a car that's going to be worth half as much in 3 years. So here's the rule. Never talk monthly payments. Always negotiate the total out-the-door price, nothing else. Because the minute they get you focused on the monthly, they've already won. And it only gets worse from there. Here's the part that really grinds my gears. Trade-ins. Most people walk in thinking their old car is going to knock a few grand off the new one, and the dealership plays right into that. They smile, nod, tell you they'll get you a great deal. Then they lowball the hell out of your trade. What's really going on? They're valuing your car based on auction pricing, not the private party value you'd get selling it yourself. They'll come back with a number that sounds kind of fair, maybe a touch lower than you hoped, but they butter you up with lines like, that's just what the market's doing right now, or it's the best we can offer today. But then what do? They clean it up, throw on some tire shine, and list it on their lot for $5,000 more than what they gave you. Easy money. You just handed them profit twice, once on your car and once on the new one. And the sneakiest part? They'll often roll your old loan into your new one if you're upside down. So now you're paying off 2 cars with 1 payment and don't even know it. Dealers love trade-ins because they control the numbers on both ends. But once you know that, you've got the upper hand. And speaking of control, wait till you hear what happens behind closed doors in the finance office. All right, so you've picked your car, you think you've haggled your way into a good deal, and now the salesperson walks you into this quiet little office in the back. That's the finance office, or as I like to call it, the dealership's buffet line. Because this is where they feast. See, by now, you're tired. You've been negotiating, test driving, signing stuff, and your brain's cooked. That's exactly how they want you. Because the finance guy's job isn't just paperwork, it's to squeeze every last dollar out of you with stuff like extended warranties, gap insurance, tire packages, theft protection, ding repair, window etching, and 90% of it is overpriced fluff. They'll say stuff like, "This warranty gives you peace of mind," or "Most of our customers go with this package," all while quietly adding $2,000 to $4,000 onto your total loan. And remember, the higher your loan, the more interest the bank pays them. That's right, dealerships sometimes get a kickback on the financing they arrange. So while you're thinking, "I'm just signing the final forms," they're thinking, "Let's see how much more we can squeeze in." It's not paperwork, it's a sales pitch with fine print. And just when you thought they were done playing games, nope, because some of them will bait you in before you even step foot in the building. You ever scroll through a dealership's website and spot the perfect car? Right color, right mileage, clean price. You get hyped, call ahead, maybe even tell them you're on your way. But when you get there, "Oh, sorry, that one just sold this morning." Yeah, right. This is what they call bait and switch. And it's dealership 101. That perfect car, half the time it never even existed. Or it was already sold days ago, but they keep it listed online just to reel people in. Because once you're on the lot, they've got you. You're already emotionally invested, you're thinking, "Well, I'm already here." And they start nudging you towards something close to what you wanted. Just more expensive or higher mileage, or loaded with dealer add-ons. And the worst part? You feel like you're the one settling. They flip the psychology so well, you end up justifying their upsell. It's classic misdirection. Show you the shiny thing, snatch it away, then hand you something else with a smile. But trust me, that something else is always better for them. And if that's not sneaky enough, wait till you hear how they literally make money off your loan without you even knowing. All right, so here's one. They really don't want you to know. You might qualify for a better interest rate than what they're offering. But they won't tell you that. Why? Because they can mark it up and pocket the difference. Let's say the bank approves you for 5.1% on your auto loan. The dealership sees that on their screen and goes, let's tell them it's 6.4%. You say yes? Boom, they just made extra profit off your interest. That little bump? It's not going to the bank, it's going straight into their pockets. And you'll never know, because they're not legally required to show you the buy rate unless you ask. Even worse, if you walk in with cash thinking you'll get better treatment, sometimes they'll treat you like you're wasting their time. Why? Because there's no financing markup, no extended warranty upsells, no chance to stretch your payments. You're not as profitable to them. It's a dirty trick, and it happens all the time. So always shop around for your own financing before you step foot in the dealership. Walk in knowing your rate, and don't let them play games behind the curtain. And speaking of games, let's talk about those no-haggle dealerships everyone thinks are so honest. You've probably heard folks say, "I just want to go somewhere with no haggling. I don't want to deal with all that back and forth." And hey, I get it. Negotiating can feel like a headache. That's why places like CarMax, Carvana, and even some Honda or Toyota dealerships push that no-haggle vibe. Sounds peaceful, right? But here's the deal. No haggling doesn't mean no profit. It just means you don't get to push back. They set the price high enough to cover everything. Their margins, their markups, their reconditioning fees. And that's what you're stuck with. Sure, it might feel less stressful, but you're likely overpaying just for the convenience of not having to negotiate. And that whole, "we treat everyone the same" line, that just means everyone's paying the same inflated number. No wiggle room, no price drop. Not even if you're paying in cash or skipping the warranty. Now don't get me wrong, the process is smoother, and for some folks, that's worth it. But don't confuse no haggle with good deal, because behind the friendly sales pitch, they're still making bank. You're just not allowed to challenge it. But if you really want to catch them off guard and maybe even save a few grand, timing is everything. That's what we'll get into next. All right, here's one. The dealerships really don't want you to know. Timing can save you thousands. Seriously, you walk in at the right time, and suddenly that stone-faced manager gets real flexible, real fast. So here's the trick. Show up at the end of the month. I'm talking the last 2 or 3 days. Why? Because salespeople and managers are trying to hit monthly quotas. And if they're just 1 or 2 deals short of a bonus, they'll bend way more than they normally would just to lock you in. Even better? Go when the weather sucks. No joke. Rainy Tuesday, freezing Saturday morning. When the lot's empty and the phones aren't ringing, they're hungrier. You're not just another walk-in. You might be the only walk-in. That gives you leverage. And don't forget the end of the quarter or model year. That's when they're trying to clear out inventory to make room for new stuff. Combine that with a slow sales day, and you've got the perfect storm. So, yeah, the calendar might be boring, but it might also be your best negotiating tool. Walk in when they're desperate, not when they're busy, and you flip the script. Now that you've got all the tricks, let's tie it all together. So there you have it. The dealership game, unfiltered, exposed, and laid out like it really is. And look, I'm not saying every dealership is out to scam you, but let's be honest. They're not in this to break even. Every smile, every offer, every manager special is designed to make them money. And the less you know, the more they make. But now, you know better. You know the traps, the padded prices, the financing flips, the trade-in games, the timing tricks. You've seen behind the curtain. So the next time you step on a lot, you're not just another easy target. You're the person they can't take advantage of. Because here's the truth. Buying a car doesn't have to be painful. You just have to know how the system works. And now, you do. If you found this helpful, you know what to do. Drop a comment, share it with someone who's car shopping, and let me know if you want a follow-up video. Because there's way more they don't want you to find out.